For this video, I will be referring to the same triggering macros workbook which I used a couple of videos back. I will be showing you how to access the Visual Basic Editor, different parts of the Visual Basic Editor, and how a recorded code looks like. We will be playing with the Visual Basic Editor a little bit in the next few videos. The editor is nothing but a place where we create and manage our codes and projects. The Triggering Macros workbook is opened on my screen. I urge you to download this workbook available in the supplementary materials section and follow along with me. To access the Visual Basic Editor, click on the Developer tab and then Visual Basic. You can also use the shortcut Alt F11. A window with some code opens. Let me take you through different parts of the editor quickly. This little portion at the left is the Project Explorer window. This is where all the open workbooks, including the Personal Macro workbook, and its modules and user forms, etc., belonging to the projects will be visible. Then the portion below it is called the Properties window. This is where you can alter properties of certain objects like modules, user forms, etc. Just in case you are unable to see any of these, click on the View tab and you can switch it on from here. Then the portion at the right where you can see the code is called Module. Codes from the recorder will be stored in modules. Codes can be stored in different places like the user form also, but that is out of scope for this video series. We won't be going too deep with codes. However, I will be deploying you with little pieces of code that you can use to your advantage. If you focus on the code a bit, you can see a lot of things that are being processed when the code is executed. This should give you an idea of how fast macros are. At the same time, the macro recorder also generates a lot of unnecessary code which is not really required, which can be further cleaned up. I urge you to take a look at the code line by line and try to understand what's going on behind the scenes.